Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. So today we'll be continuing with Act 2, starting from Scene 3. Okay, within Macbeth's castle, near the gate, knocking within, enter a porter. A porter is a gatekeeper, and uh, and apparently the location is at Macbeth's castle, near the gate. Porter. Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were a porter of a fire gate, he should have all turning the key. So he's saying that if I was the gatekeeper of fire, yes, you get what I mean. Um, then he would like then there will be three types of people that he would receive or something. We'll get to them right now. So yeah, knock knock knock. Who's there? I, the name of Beelzebub. Beelzebub is a devil. Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time. Have napkins enough about you. Here you'll sweat a lot for it. Well, the first type is a person who's who would like kill himself over because he expected too much or harm himself. And in other words, being too ambitious. Um, then I don't know, killing yourself when you don't get what you want, or just being too ambitious in general. Then coming to Aya, knock knock knock. Who's there? I, the other devil's name. Faith. Here's an equator that could swear in both scales, in both the scales against either scale, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equate to heaven. Now, an equator is a person who would like it's a hypocrite. It's like a person who would tell the truth, but it's not a complete truth. Like would hide some crucial facts that would like make him look innocent or whatever. And here he's basically saying a person who's like that, who would is double faced, who would show one face to one side and another face to the opposite side, and in this case would not enter heaven. In this case, or in other words, it's a person who would be loyal to the king and loyal to the king's enemy, and that is very similar to one of our main characters here. Anyways, and the first trait was also very similar. Oh, come in, Equator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith, here's an English tailor. Come hither for stealing now a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. So lastly, a tailor who would steal a French what? Yeah, a French hose. Or what I think is like a French, it's like fabric. I'm not 100% sure about that though. Anyways, so the third type is a person who cheats. Is a person who cheats his customers. And now, when you like think a little about it, you'd realize that all these traits imply to Macbeth. Macbeth is the person who cheated his customer, the king. He cheated him. He killed him. Then we have him being too ambitious. He wants to be the king of Cawdor. He wants to be the king. And then what else do we have? Oh yeah, and double-faced. He's double-faced, of course. He's loyal to the king, then loyal to his wife, who's the king's enemy, that she wants to kill him. And he's also loyal to his ambition. Okay. Knock, knock, knock. Never out quiet. Where are you? But this place is too cold for a fire. I'll d- uh, I'll d- I'll devote it for no further. I had thought to let in some of all professions that go the promised way to the everlasting bonfire. Knock, anon, anon. Um, wait, let me just read the rest. The porter opens the door to Macduff and Lennox. I pray you remember the porter. Wait, I pray you remember the porter. Okay, that's how it should be read. Anyways, so here, I don't think that's part of the metaphor. I feel like this is like on real life. Um, they like go. This is in real life on the real world. Macduff and Lennox actually go to the king's castle and to Macbeth's castle to I guess see the king or whatever. They knock on the door, but here the the porter kind of opens the door a bit too late. Um, Now Macduff, why it's so late, friend? Ere you went to bed that you do lie so late. I know that might be like that might sound a little bit confusing. It basically means did you stay up tonight? Why like do you go to bed late? Faith, sir. We were carousing till the second clock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things. So he was drinking. Macduff, what three things does drink specially provoke? Marry, sir. Nose painting, sleep, and urine. Now these are pretty clear. Nose painting makes your nose red, or your face in general for some people, I guess. Sleep makes you wanna sleep, sleepy, whatever. And urine makes you wanna urinate. Um, Literature, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an aggravator with literary. Literary lust. It makes him and it mars him. It sets him on and sets him off. It persuades him and disarms them. Makes him stand to not stand and not stand to. In conclusion, equates him in a sleep and giving him the lie leaves him. Um, so there's not much in what he said. Basically, uh, he's just saying the three traits, the three signs, or the three things that drinking provokes. And it makes him sleepy, makes his face red, and want to urinate. Macduff, I believe I believe drink gave thee the lie last night. I believe it made you sleepy or made you stay up last night. That it did, sir. I, the very throw on me, but requited him for his lie, and I think being too strong for him, though he took up my legs sometime. Yet I made a shift to cast him. So basically, he threw up because he drank too much. Uh, Macduff, is the master stirring? Is your master awake? Enter Macbeth. Our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes. Porter exits. So that's the only time we see the porter in pretty much all of Macbeth. And yeah, I guess it was just to show uh, the three traits. Like that was the three traits of the people who would never enter heaven. And yeah, I guess that was his only turn in the whole play. Um, okay, so our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes. That's very obvious. Our knocking has awakened Macbeth. Lennox. Good morrow, noble sir. Macbeth. Good morrow, both. Macduff. Is the king stirring, worthy Thane? Not yet, Macbeth said. Macduff. Uh, he did command me to call timely on him. I have almost slept an hour. So what I feel like he meant in this line, he recommended me to call family on him, is to like wake him early or at a specific time. Then he was an hour late, an hour left for me. Um, Macbeth, I'll bring you to him, Macduff. I know this joyful trouble to you, but yet it's one. Macbeth, the labor was delight in physics pain. This is the door. Physics is like cures here. And like when Macbeth first came till now, it basically talks about Macduff wanting to go to the king. Maybe because he wanted like something from him. He wanted to wake him up. That's it. Anyways, Macduff, I'll make so bold to call, for it's my limited service. Macduff exits. The next limited service is like appointed duty. I guess his appointed duty is to go to the king and do whatever. Anyways, does goes the king hence today? Macbeth, he does. He did appoint so. Lennox. The night has been unruled, and now this is a very important part actually. Lennox, wait, I'm gonna read it first. Lennox, the night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and they say, and as they say, lamentings, heard I the air strange screams of death, and prophesying with as prophesying with a sense trouble of dire combustion and confused events, new hashed to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the lifelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake. So these all happened on the night of um, Duncan's death. And this kind of shows, this is showing how important the king is to a point where even nature is reacting to his death. Like this was never supposed to happen, and whatever. And he's a king. He should even nature cares about him. And I feel like this kind of he's kind of comparing the king to. When according to the Bible or Christianity, uh, nature and there were like so many supernatural events when Jesus was crucified according to the Bible. Um, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Moving on, that was just what Shakespeare was comparing the king's death to. Macbeth. 'Twas a rough night. That's all he's got to say, honestly. Well, I mean, it was technically rough for him because he had to kill the king, but the characters don't know that yet. Linux, my young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it. Enter Macduff. Oh horror! Oh horror! 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 Tongue nor heart cannot convince nor name thee. Macbeth and Lennox. What's the matter? Confusion now hath made this his masterpiece, and Scarlugius' murder hath broke ope the Lord's annotated temple, and stole thence the life of the building, the life of the building. Yeah. Macbeth, what is it? What is it you say? The life? You mean his ma? Yeah. Then Lennox was like, "You mean His Majesty?" Macduff, approach the chamber and destroy your sight with the new Grogan. Gorgon. Sorry, Gorgon. Gorgon is like you know how Medusa in ancient Greek, I think ancient Greek mythology. It's like the woman. She's like, yeah, she's the woman with the snakes. When they look at you, you turn to a rock. So Macduff is comparing this horrific scene to you looking at to Medusa looking at you, because when you see something so horrific like the king's dead body, you'd freeze. Do not bid me do not bid me do not bid me speak. See the and then speak yourselves. Macbeth and Lennox exit. So basically, what happened was like uh, Macduff goes to the chamber. He's confused and he's telling Lennox and Macbeth to this is no. He said he was horrified. Sorry, I was not confused. Well, he was confused too, but more horrified, of course. Anyways, Macbeth he told Macbeth and Lennox to see it yourself, and you'll freeze. So basically, you just walk in and turn into a rock from the shock. I hope that rhymes. Awake, awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo and Donovan, Malcolm, awake! What? Yeah. Banquo and Donovan, Malcolm, awake! Shake off this journey sleep. Death's in counterfeit. And counterfeit is like fake. So he's comparing sleeping to death. Um, and look on death itself. Up and see the great doom's image. Malcolm, Banco, as from your graves rise up and walk like spirits. Wait, no, sorry. Walk like sprites to encounter this horror. Ring the bell. So here they were actually ringing the bell. There's a misery, whatever. King's dead. So, yeah. Ring bell rings. Enter Lady Macbeth. Lady Macbeth, what's the business? Such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house. Speak, speak. Um, I'm assuming that you did actually understand everything I just read. But just in case, here the king has died, and everybody's freaking out. They're trying to wake. They're waking actually. They're waking up Banco, Donovan, and Malcolm, whatever. The rest of the people. They're ringing the bell. Death is here, and wake up from death's counterfeit, or which is sleep. Then Macduff says, "O gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell." So Macduff is saying that you're too gentle for this, and me saying this into your ear will just kill you. Which is extreme dramatic irony, because Lady Macbeth herself is the person who did this whole thing, or planned it out at least. Um, Enter Banco. Oh, Banco, Banco. Our, our royal master's murdered. Lady Macbeth. Oh, alas. Wait, ooh, alas. Ooh is Greek. Alas. What? In our house? Oh no, I never realized. Banco, too cruel anywhere. Dear doth I prithee contradict my self, and say it is not so. Enter Macbeth, Lennox, and Ross. Macbeth, had I but died an hour before this chance, had I lived a blessed time, for whom this instant this instant, like this present time. There is nothing serious in morality. All but its toys, renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn. and the mere lease is left this wealth to brag of. So Macbeth is obviously exaggerating here. He's saying, "Oh no, king is dead. Life is meaningless now. I should kill myself." Okay, he didn't actually say that, but you get a point. Donovan, what is a mess? Macbeth, you are, and I do not know, and I do not know it. The spring, the fountain of your blood, is stopped. The very source of it is stopped. So I'm assuming that the king had stopped bleeding. Um, your royal father is murdered. Malcolm, by whom? Wait, let me actually really say that. Oh, by whom? Yeah, that's right. Anyways, Linux, those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped we found on upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them. Um, Macbeth. Oh, yet I do repent. Or yet do I. Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them. So here Macbeth. Um, let's first start with Lennox. When Malcolm asks who killed the king, Lennox says, "It seems like it's the chamber, it's the guards." Then Macbeth says that he killed him. That he killed them, the guards. He never confessed that he killed the king. Um, and yeah, obviously he won't. Like, if he did, then what's the point of this whole thing? But here we see like some sort of a twist or a contradiction because earlier Macbeth regretted and wished he never killed the king, just to kill the guards later. So that's kind of weird. Like he was feeling like extremely remorseful for killing the king. Then he killed another two people. Anyways, Macbeth. Oh, wait, no, Macduff. Wherefore did you so? He's asking why or where did you do that? Macbeth. Who can be wise, amazed, tempered, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outturned the pauser reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature. For ruin's wasteful entrance, there's the murderers steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breathed with gore. Who could refrain that? Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make his love known. Okay, so here, Macbeth is kind of turning the tables on Macduff and others. He's like, who would not kill the guards? You literally saw them smeared with blood, and they're like the number one suspect. Why not kill them? You obviously need to kill them. And if you were actually and if you actually do love the king, then you would not even question me. However, we know that Macbeth himself is the person who killed the king. Okay, I need to stop repeating that. Lady Macbeth, oh help me! Help me, hence! Oh, he's fainting. Oh, sorry. Macduff looked at the lady, like take care of the lady, whatever. Aside to Malcolm, aside to Donald Bain, why do we hold our tonguers? Our tonguers? What? Why do we hold our tongues? That most may claim this argument for us. So basically, we might be the number one suspect here, or we might be like a suspect because we are the king's descendant. We have the motivation to kill him. Well, they didn't. Donald Bain. What should be spoken here? Where our fates hid in anger. Wait, no, that's actually so okay. Where our fates hid in an anger hole. Oh wait, no, in an auger hole may rush and seize us. Let's away. Um, our tears are not yet brewed. An auger hole is a poisonous snake, and he's saying that we need to run because we're number one suspect. Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion, said Malcolm, aside to Donald, of course. So like our sorrow, no matter how sad we look, there we're still the number one suspect. Banco, look to the lady. Lady Macbeth is assisted to leave, and when we leave our naked frailties head, that suffer an exposure, let us meet and question this bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hands of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged uh, part pretense. I fight off treasonous malice. Undivulged pretense is like a hidden motivation. Macduff, and so do I. All. So here, basically, we he's telling the people that we must work together to find out who's the murderer. Although suspicion and fears and scruples, suspicions shake us or like make us weaker. Um, Macbeth. Let's briefly put on mainly manly readiness and meet and me in the hall together. All we encountered, we contend. All but Malcolm and Donovan exit. Malcolm, what will you do? Let's not concert with them. Let's not join them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office, which the false man does say. Wait, which the false man does easy all to England. So here he's saying that I'm gonna go to England and let's separate basically. So we would so it would be harder to track us. I'll go to England. Then Donald Bain to Ireland. I'll go to Ireland. The location of this whole thing is in Scotland, by the way. Our separated fortune shall keep us both safer. Actually, no. Here he says separation will keep us safer. Where we are, there is daggers and men's smiles. So in people's smiles, there are daggers. Faces is not the face. If you look good, you're not necessarily good. And the ear and near in the near in blood, the near bloody. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Then lastly, Malcolm, this murderous shaft that's shot hath not. This murderous shaft that's shot hath not yet lightened, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. So this murderous shot has not yet been like the murder has not been. They didn't find out who's the murderer yet, and in order to remain like safe, they must flee the country or avoid the aim. Therefore, to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave taking, but shift away. There's a warrant that in that theft which steals itself where when there's no mercy left. They exit. And yeah, that was pretty much it for scene 3. And hopefully, we see you in the next